USMC reserve back goes to MI for AT. NATO partner nations there for exercise too. All the foreign kata are allowed to go drinking at the E Club. 0311's doing on-off drills one night using the parade ground as makeshift LZ. 0331's posted on guard to redirect drunk foreign soldiers around so they don't get smashed by a Blackhawk or Huey or News Channel 4 Hilo or whatever random RW got shit over to us. Mortars, assault, and rest of goons are back in the barracks. A dozen hammered Polacks come rolling up from the E Club. One of the Marines on guard duty, Lieutenant Corporal Pibb, is of African extraction. Very polite, always gets high marks for conduct. Proficiency, not so much though. He walks up to the Poles and asks them not to walk across the LZ as there's helos flying in and out. One of the Poles sees Pibb and shouts, "Holy shit, a real nigger!" Swings a wild haymaker at Pibb, who dodges and raises his rifle. Condition 4. The Poles start to square up. One of the other machine gunners sprints up to the barracks where the rest of the weapons platoon is at and yells, "A drunk Pole just called Pibb a nigger. Empty the barracks." A collection of 40 gunners, mortarmen, and assaultmen come flying out in skivvies, flak, and Kevlar brandishing E-tools and surround the Poles. Pole SNCOs and our first sergeant and ops gunny arrive in the nick of time to prevent a mass casualty event. Write Pibb up for showing admirable conduct throughout. TLDR, NATO nearly Article 5'd itself because a drunk Pole called someone a nigger. We had this morbidly obese chick. She was useless to the point they didn't let her re-sign when her first 4 years ran up. She'd been living in barracks, so nowhere to go. She ended up going to the men's barracks and dating one of the guys to stay with him. These are 4-man rooms, but a lot of them only had one in them. She'd steal his meal card to go eat. Eventually, he got tired of her and kicked her out. She'd move right on to another guy. I don't know how many times she did this before the MPs caught wind of it. When they came to kick her out, she tried to run. She was running the hardest she ever had in her life, with the MPs following behind her at a slightly brisk walk. She ended up tripping and eating shit in a ditch. She couldn't get back up, so the MPs dragged her out and escorted her off base. Watched the whole thing from the smoke pit. Wish I had a smartphone at the time. Good times. I fucking missed the smoke pit. Orty stole two 20mm Safet and tried to fly back home with them in checked luggage. I was ready to launch an aircraft with the CO as the pilot, then I see the Sergeant Major full on running to the end of the light line to tell the CO that SNM is arrested at the airport. B brother, Kapuka, on night sentry position in Patrol Harbor. Hear rustling, noise getting closer. Shoot towards sound with live rounds. Everyone wakes up. What the fuck, discharge live rounds is instant removal basically. Career over. He shot a wild pig. Was told to be gored to death, then ever shoot live round again. Still serving 11 years later. 5RAR. Their mascot is a tiger which got demoted for pissing on parade ground. Tiger is kept at local zoo called Crocodilus Park. Every year, crocs must be moved and their pools cleaned. So every year, 20 plus diggers are seen moving 3 to 5 meter long crocs with jaw tied shut. Had an accident one year. Now crocs are sedated. Doing a certification for being able to run a minor chemical weapon incident. Wearing JS list all day, no cheating. Treated like it's real in terms of when I can take it off or break the mask seal. Which means I can't. Finally finish. It's late. Normal dinner hours are over and only extended dinner hours are available, but those close soon. My CO tells me to just go get dinner and we'll do the AAR and clean up tomorrow. No time to go change if I want to eat. I'm wearing UCP, which has soaked up the charcoal from the JS list, and I look pick related. I go to the nearly empty chow hall, exhausted, like on some food, and sit in a corner to eat. A stuffy and perfectly cleaned up LTC sees me from across the building and beelines it to sit down across from me. He's got the evil look in his eye, clearly about my appearance, like he is just going to fuck me up. He asks what I've been up to. Before I even answer, my CO materializes behind me, jumps down, pats an arm on my shoulder, and starts telling him about the chemical weapons training I'd been doing. LTC's whole face changes, from about to fuck me up to impressed. He comes by the next week and tours our shop and pokes around, and I ended up getting a coin out of it. CQB training at Area in NT. Everyone piling up on door to enter it. Some retard walks over to the other side building, stands there near a window behind enemy dummy targets. Bulk of guys enter building, shooting live rounds. One round hit and killed retard soldier. Ranger safety guy and NCOs running the course found not responsible. Accident blamed on DOD for systematic failings for safety stuff. Top brass just blamed NCOs. Guy actually lied on medical forms when he was doing a recruitment process. He had unrealized psych problems. NCO careers over basically, despite fact they followed every fucking procedure correctly. Judge gives $1 mil to retard's family. His name was Private Chalice.